Blackstone presents The Valet's Secret by Josi S. Kilpack. This book is read by Justine, Eyre. Dedicated to everyone who is wanting, fearing and hoping for a second chance. Chapter 1. If Kenneth Bartholomew Winterton had learned anything in his life, it was that there were things a man could live without, and there were things that were entirely essential. For instance, a certain routine had been necessary when he had been in active service to the Crown, but upon leaving the Royal Navy, he'd learned that a set schedule was not all that important. He could sleep late if he wanted to, or not sleep at all if he was of a mind. It had become essential since returning to a gentleman's existence, however, to hone his manners in ways the military had not demanded of him, including hiding the fact that one of his favourite hobbies was sketching, a decidedly feminine talent, though he'd had to hide that when he'd been in the King's service as well. For the most part, Kenneth could look back on his 48 years and feel reasonable pride at how well he had adapted to the different turns his life had traversed, by evaluating what to let fall by the wayside and what to apply his time and attention toward. Someone yelled from outside the carriage, and Kenneth came back to the starting point of his meandering thoughts, essentialism, and to the conversation that had put him in this carriage, on this road, at this inn, considering what aspects of his independent life he could let go of once they reached Wakefield, and which parts he would absolutely need to find a way to keep.
"I shall leave no mystery as to the reasons for my demands that you come to the estate, Kenneth," Uncle Lester, the 5th Earl of Brenston, had said at Christmas. "It is time for you to join the society here and choose a wife from the local gentry to help establish your position."
It had taken Kenneth 6 months to settle his affairs in Sussex, but the further changes his life would take still stumbled like a lame horse in his head when he allowed his thoughts to dwell there. He had not been raised to be the heir to his uncle's title, or the community position that came with it. That had been the role of his cousin. But Edward had died unexpectedly 2 years ago without a legacy, and according to the laws of heraldry, Kenneth's circumstances had, in that moment, markedly changed. He was no longer just a landowner of a small estate in a southern county, but an heir to an earldom in the north, with duty and responsibility beyond himself. Uncle Lester had taken great care in educating him, through letters and occasional visits, about what this new position required. Exact protocols, studious intention.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?